right, so here he is, the ubiquitous Nick Diaz. It's hard to quantify his contribution to mixed martial arts. I will just lead by saying that this man brought a lot of fans into this sport, and when he fights, the building's still packed to the max.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Diaz has a fan base that will follow him through anything, and rightfully so. He won the Strikeforce welterweight championship, defended it in a ton of crazy fights, knocking out Paul Daly, knocking out Marius Zaromskis, and then coming back to the UFC and getting wins over BJ Penn fight, Georges St-Pierre, and then also sharing the octagon with Anderson Silva. So it was only big fights for Nick Diaz because he was such a star and such a draw.
And sometimes people lose sight of just how good he was in his prime. 2008 to 2011, Nick Diaz won 11 consecutive fights. All right, so here's the legend, Georges St-Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion, and DC as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You gotta be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck and took Josh Koscheck, who's an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember Georges St-Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab into the leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to beat Georges St-Pierre.
And he's got more SPs than you.
He's the man.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nick Diaz! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Georges St-Pierre!
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Big-time fight feel in this arena, as you would expect, as Georges St-Pierre returns here tonight against Nick Diaz. We haven't seen Diaz a whole lot, actually, since their first meeting back in 2013.
Nick Diaz, it wants to be here, and Nick Diaz is a fighter's fighter. If there was any fight, though, that was going to get him back in the octagon, it was another opportunity to fight Georges St-Pierre.
All right, early action here. We'll see how soon Georges St-Pierre can get one of his patented takedowns, but it all works off of the jab that you saw right there.
It does. I mean, he has a beautiful jab, and I've seen him do so much damage with that jab. You know, I keep calling back to fights, but I remember him and Josh Koscheck. The moment the fight started, bang, jab, broken orbital bone. Koscheck in Canada, fight's over. Georges St-Pierre does not throw a range-finding jab. He throws that jab with malicious intent.
Straight punch there again, been there all night. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. From the moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Diaz. Honing in on those counters. Uppercut, but that one is blocked.
Lands that beautiful jab.
Oh, massive kick lands flush. Attempts the front kick there. Just over 3 minutes to go. You wonder if the offensive fighter's going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Well, at this point, he is really timing things out well. It looks like he'll try to set up another combination of counter strikes here. He'll try to bait his opponent in and ultimately use that over-aggressiveness against him. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Changing the position.
Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skills on the ground.
Oh, nice overhand left.
Oh, big body kick lands there.
He looks like Pac-Man. He's taken so many strikes to the head.
Oh, just missed on the overhand left. That might have done some damage.
Lands a beautiful leg kick. Oh, nice.
He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
45.
Oh, he hurt him again!
Oh, Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, nice jab to the dome by Diaz.
Another punch to the head.
20 seconds left.
Nice shot there by the champ. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good backing. Oh, he's in a world of trouble now.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here. Just out of range with the big right hand. Oh, huge kick. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Diaz's eye is starting to swell shut. Well, he can Continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one. Beautiful spinning kick lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that pitch.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Great shot from the top position. Oh, he's gotta be careful there, yep. Another strike gets through from the top position.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and punches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive.
And now he's got the back. Oh, hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up. Oh, this one could be over soon. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 37 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Georges St-Pierre.
All right, well, you sort of had an inkling that this might be the way it went down, given our fighter meeting. Georges St-Pierre prioritized the finish, and it was clean tonight by way of the KO.
He spoke about finishing his opponent, and I don't know if I believed him. But tonight, GSP goes out there and he delivers and gets a massive knockout victory.